just died to these unknown assailants beyond, deeper than the deep roads.
Ren was a good man. We'll honor his sacrifice.
He always seemed indestructible. The armor on these warriors. There's lyrium woven directly into the metal, and it's bonded to their skin. Impossible to remove, but I know what we'd find underneath. These are dwarves. Ren was killed by our own kind.
So many questions I want to ask.
If they're fellow dwarves, why did they fight us?
They never spoke a word. No warning, no demands, just violence. I won't leave Ren like this. We must return him to the stone. Thrust on Sha, Saroka.
He was a good dwarf.
I'll see this through, Ren. I promise.
Anything standing between us and the Titan will regret it.
It dropped gold. At least. Something equivalent to it. Something we can sell for easy gold. Lyrium must have destroyed their mind. They're dwarves. This is the only way to go. That dwarf that... Maybe they're just... I don't know, that dwarf that died from lyrium exposure. There's more of them. He didn't, he died. These ones kept going. So I'm guessing that it was small exposure over time. Move fast. Really fast. Oh. Sneak up on us, will you? At least we could sell this easily enough. What they're leaving behind.
It sings softly under the silence. The stone took him back. He's home again.
Ren.
Somehow that brings me comfort.
Thank you, Cole. That's why I brought you. If I'm gonna go into an area... Those are... What are these? If I'm gonna go into an area I've never explored or have no idea what's down there, best person to bring with you is Cole. He'll be able to explain to you. There's some kind of creatures. More of those crazed lyrium dwarfs. Another one of these gears. So now we're down one party member. I relied upon Ren for his know-how against the Darkspawn, but we're in an unknown area, so Cole and our dwarven Shaper Valta will have to tell us what's what. At least their best interpretation of it, anyways. What's this? It's a book? Chronicles of a Forgotten War. Commander Othon told us to move out. He didn't give details, only that there had been attacks north of Cad Halash and the Crown was sending reinforcements. Father grabbed our axes and we were off. I was a boy then, puffed up from a few victories in the provings. I didn't know what was going to be taken from me, but I would find out. The journey to Cad Halash was long and tiresome. Bored warriors make for poor drunks at camp. Father and I kept to ourselves, though I admit I longed to lose myself in a pint of ale, if only to have something to do other than sharpen my axe. From Chronicles of Forgotten War, author unknown. Dwarves from Orzammar, I take it, have been down here. The lyrium coming out of the rock. They've been here. And they probably died here. Strange. Looks like writing almost.
This is like the Wall of Memories in Orzammar, but ancient. Very ancient. The words seem based in Dwarven, but I barely recognize this dialect.
Can you translate any of it?
Only fragments. The language is very different from what we speak today. This word keeps appearing. Sha-Brytol. I believe it means revered defenders.
What needs to be protected all the way down here?
Isatanal. Isatanal. Cut our tongues, entomb our bodies, watch over the Titan until it stirs. So the warriors who attacked us must be the Sha-Brytol, and they're protecting a Titan.
Sha-Brytol? They've cut their tongues out?
Are you all right, Valta?
I can hear Ren's objections. Let's keep moving. If more of these memories exist, they may have the answers we need.
They've cut their tongues out, and they're infused with lyrium. And they're here to protect the Titans. Another gear. Another dwarf. Oh. So you had a barrier up. There's a lot of them. The tough one. Sha-Brytol, she called him. Another gear. I think we have an... Oh, I think we need one more. Right here. We can open up the door. One of two doors. Two doors left, I'm aware of. We just need 3 more and open up both doors. Slippery. Slimy, too. Oh. Not what I want. Pretty ceiling, though. Another gear. I see another one over here. One more, I think, and that'll do it for the last 2 doors above us. Right here. Oh, good. Okay. Mysterious breed of heavily armed dwarves is protecting something under the deep road. Just was aware of that. Is there a path over here? No. This way. They put torches on the walls, so they do need to see.
There's something strange on the other side. I can feel it.
Watch your step.
Architecture's different. What the...
That wasn't a quake. Someone sabotaged the bridge, and we don't have time to fix it. There! That ledge! We can reach it if we're careful.
Are you serious? It's bright down there. Is that lyrium? I can't see clearly. It almost looks like a river of lyrium. Oh, there's a path? Yes, there's a path this way. There's another gear. Oh, this is gonna be tight. Slowly. It would appear that some of my companions have gained a season. Cassandra, all of them actually. Let's go start with Vivian. So she is working on Night Enchanter. Resurgence. You call on benign spirits to restore you and your allies for continuing the fight. All party members are healed to full health. That's very helpful. Including those who have fallen unconscious. And a glyph around you provides ongoing healing to the party for the spell's duration. Very helpful. I can't wait to actually have that, put that in use, because Vivian usually gets hurt so much because she gets so close to the fighting, which is part of her training in that field. Part of what she needs to do. Double daggers. Cole, what are you working on? Subterfuge. Well, you've completed the tree, he's told me, so... Oh, assassin. Wounded enemies are perfect targets. Throat cutter. Your attacks are even deadlier against targets that are close to death already. Interesting. And last, Cassandra. She is still working on being a Templar. Or no, she's completed that, actually. Yes, she's on the Vanguard. Charging Bull, you slam at your enemies, increasing your guard and knocking them down as you break through their lines. Should prove very useful. We're all a little bit stronger since we first came down. Another gear and a book. Perhaps it'll illuminate us. Chronicles of a Forgotten War. A day after leaving Cadhalash, we noticed a change. The deep roads were practically abandoned. Torches would suddenly go out, leaving us to stumble through the dark and trip over discarded caravans. Then came the attacks, hard and fast. Father was one of the first. We heard breathing, slow and heavy, from a creature much larger than us. Father held out his arm and grabbed the front of my armor to make me stop. I saw its shadow move, darker than the darkness, and then my body jerked forward. It left Father's arm hanging, still grasping my chest plate. From Chronicles of a Forgotten War, author unknown. Well, we haven't encountered any giant creature. Closest thing to that would be an ogre. Don't leave any of these gears behind. They can be very valuable. Are you with me? Yes. Just the 5 of us now. It's nice to have another good warrior. Experienced warrior.
Look there. More ancient carvings.
Aye, but these seem to be about the Titan. It shapes the stone. It is the stone. It sculpts the world within and without.
Wouldn't something that can sculpt the world have to be rather enormous?
It is called a Titan.
So it's a shaper of the stone, like you.
This implies that the Titans are actually sculptors, and our world is their clay.
If Titans shape the stone, could they have actually created it?
The stone must have existed first.
Then the Titans would be the very first children of the stone.
That would have huge implications for my people.
If Titans can purposely reshape the world, the earthquakes could be the way they sculpt the stone.
But the quakes are destructive. Titans would mold the world, not smash it to pieces.
Depending on your perspective, change can be violent.
But if this is true, how could it be missing from the memories of Orzammar? Why would someone erase such an integral part of our history?
Let's answer that after we stop the earthquakes.
The rhythm is louder than ever. We're close.
Bright with lyrium here. Just don't touch it.
It's singing. A they that's an it that's asleep, but still making music.
All these lyrium veins, and they're completely untapped.
The Sha-Brytol must mine lyrium somewhere. Their weapons and armor are laced with it.
Unless they found another way to harness it.
It appears to me it grows like a tree. They grow like plants. And they're alive. As a red lyrium is tainted lyrium. It's corrupted it. But it's still alive. Wow. Derelict lyrium mine. The lyrium deposits left to grow in this long-abandoned mine would fetch serious coin if only reaching the place, and then transporting the lyrium to surface wasn't a venture just short of suicide. We are pretty far from the upper levels. I've never seen such a thing in my life. Look at how it grows. Branches off of it. What makes it grow? What is lyrium? Connects us to the Fade somehow. Except for the doors. And more Sha-Brytol down there. Ow. Assassins from the back. Jeez. I need help. I like how they leave so much gold. Or things we can sell. Gold that it's not our coin, but that doesn't matter. It can easily be melted down. Don't touch it with your raw skin. Okay. I have the choice of going left or right now.